Yo, shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath. Grace and peace be unto the 12 tribes of Israel. Hopefully everybody's doing all right this afternoon. Glad to see y'all in the building. Yeah. Hey, so today we are going into God's war between the holy and profane. God's war between the holy and profane. If you are glad to be in Sabbath class, you glad to be here, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. If you happy it's a Sabbath, put a 1 in the chat. Matter of fact, put a 1 and a 5 in the chat. You happy it's a Sabbath? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, Donnie representing. He said, I'm glad. Hey, we happy for the Sabbath, man. We just now got through the tabernacles, and I know a lot of people talk about the purge season is around Passover time. Me personally, what I've noticed in my time in the truth has been around after from tabernacles to Passover. In that, it's like when it get cold outside, Negroes lose their minds. Like they just don't know it's cold. It's like the winter, it's the dead season. So hey, now I gotta start tripping. Nah. You gotta stay in order. You gotta stay in frame. And a lot of people lose it. Yeah, stay in the spirit. People hop out the spirit, and I ain't saying hop out the spirit. Hopping out the spirit is like a quick, you jump rope, you like double dutch, and you hop in, or not even double dutch. Yeah, the one where they twirling the rope, you jump in. You inside, you jump in, and you're doing your thing, and then you hop out for a second, but you hop back in. MFers be hopping out, and then you be chilling, have an ice cream break. You know what I'm saying? Take a smoke break like they at work. You know what I'm saying? They might even go to the bar that's close to their job and knock back a few, get drunk, and then be like, oh yeah, wait, I forgot I gotta be back at work. Then they return and hop back in.
You know why? Because when they hop back in, you gotta be vigilant. You gotta be focused. You gotta look down to make sure you don't trip, to make sure you don't stumble, right? But when you hop out the spirit, you're not being vigilant. You just sitting back, letting the devil do everything.
Exactamundo, dude.
Hey, I love that. That's a great example. Like, now think about it, because like you said, when you hop out, you ain't gotta pay attention to the rope when it's coming back down by your feet. You ain't gotta put in the work to hop up off the ground and to do a controlled hop. You know what I'm saying? You can just straight up be there. Because think about it, jump roping ain't just about just jumping high as you can. Because if you jump high as you can, you're gonna hit your head on the rope when it comes back up. So you gotta jump, and you gotta do it. You gotta time it carefully, maybe even a little side to side action, be in rhythm. And it's something you gotta keep up, maintain. And the scriptures talk about it in Titus 3. Those that love the Lord maintain the commandments, those that have faith. And a lot of people, they don't want to maintain. So yeah, hopping out the spirit is kind of, you can hop out. You kind of feel like you can rest a little bit. You can relax, like, oh, finally, I can rest in my evilimity. What women like say, rest in my femininity. Now rest in my devilimity. So we got to realize that it's important to do that. But anyways, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I don't want to be rambling too much. I want to really get into it. Hold on, wait. Let me turn it up. Somebody said they can barely hear you. Make sure your sounds are good. All right, test it real quick, Donnie.
Shalom. Is my sound good?
Yeah. Hey, if y'all heard Donnie well, the sound is well, put a 3 in the chat. All right. Hey, appreciate you, by the way. Hey, appreciate you, Des. Yeah, appreciate you. All right, let me go ahead. By the way, let me get a shout out to everybody's in the class. I forgot. Okay, she said that's better. All right, man, I'm sorry. I got to get a shout out. Yalea, see you in the building. Happy Sabbath to you. Grace and peace. Glad to see you here. Hey, Mama the Carriers, glad to see you in the building. Grace and peace be with you. Shalom, shalom. Yeah. Oh, my fault. The first one was Yalasia. I'm tripping. Oh, no, she said Yalea. All right, never mind. I said Yalea. All right, so Yalea came in twice. She wants double honors. Man, yeah.
I should blow your ass off this push, this stupid shit.
Man, fall back. You know what I'm saying? You already said shalom when you ain't come in there twice. Coming in there. All right, Yalasia, I see you in the building. Happy Sabbath. Grace, peace be with you. Shalom, shalom. Hey, yeah, like Yalasia said, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all are trying to contribute and add to the church. And just like Yalasia said, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure she contributes to the church too. Make sure you stay in the spirit. Stay in the spirit. Hey, Sister Kim, hey, she came in and said, hey, she will be here next Sabbath. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Hey, that's crazy. Look, we got the ocean background. So look, in the horizon, we're gonna see her plane flying in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see her coming in, and then, well, actually, we ain't gonna see it. California gonna see it. But let's pretend we California right now, and we're gonna see it. She gonna fly in, then she gonna make her next flight, and come on down to the city. Hey, all praise to the Most High. Hey, that's a beautiful thing, beautiful thing. And
she crossing the waters like Moana.
Hey, yeah, hey, what scripture say? Hey, I come past land. Oh, no, not come past land to sea, but yeah, we'll come all the way over to hear the wisdom of Solomon. Hey, all praise to the Most High. That is great. That is great. By the way, Kenny, I see you in the building. Hey, look, I had to get Kenny next on the comments because she coming from Hawaii.
Hey, come on, man. We need you down here, man. Just for one feast day. That's all we asking.
Yeah, hey, one feast day. Hey, look, one feast day. Once you go back, you never go. Well, once you go black, you never go back. It's true. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to make it on down. Let me see. Hey, happy Sabbath, Sister Des. Yep, we seen you in earlier. Sir, how you doing? Grace, peace be with you. Happy Sabbath. Glad to see you in the building. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Rob Maya, hey, what's going on with you? Happy Sabbath. Hey, like I said, hopefully all is good. Shalom, shalom. Hey, Tamaya, see you in the building. Happy Sabbath. Grace and peace be with you. Christina, see you in the building. See you in the building. Shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath. Like Christina said, hey, we're looking forward to seeing you. Hey, like I said, get you on down. Come down the way. Come down to visit us at the church at Louisville. You know what I'm saying? Maybe eventually, you know what I'm saying, the Most High can bless us a whole lot, and then we all be gonna become the Church of Hawaii. We just move all the way. I was playing. That would be a huge amount of money we need for that, boy. Somebody have to hit the lottery. Shoot, that's other. Hey, let me see. Hey, what's going on? Happy Sabbath. Hey, Zay in the building. Got Brother Xavier in there. Shalom, shalom. So hey, like I said, glad to see y'all. Oh, my fault. And DeCarius is in. Hey, grace and peace be with you. Shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath to you. Happy Sabbath. Hey. All right. He said ask for a calendar so we can peace. Hey, thank you. And hey, yeah, you in the brothers group, the group of the men, I think. And if not, man, remind me, I'm gonna put you in the men's group. That's how you can stay up to date. And we're gonna get, we got the brothers more active anyway, in the men's group, which we've kind of been getting a little bit of traction from time to time. So we just gotta get it because we ready to get our brothers discussions weekly going back again because we done got off. So we gotta, I know life be lifing, but life got to quit whipping ass. Hell no. We about to fight back up in here. You know what I'm saying? We got to fight back. So, and that's it. Quail said shalom while he's driving. So, all right. Yep. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. So let's get on into it. Let's get Mark chapter 14, verse 3. And we're going to get the lesson started.
This is the book of Mark chapter 14 and verse 3. And being in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, as he sat at meat, there came a woman having an alabaster box of ointment of spikenard, very precious, and she brake the box and poured it on his head. And there were some that had indignation within themselves, and said, Why was this waste of the ointment made? For it might have been sold for more than 300 pence, and have been given to the poor. And they murmured against her. And Jesus said, Let her alone. Why trouble ye her? She hath wrought a good work on me. For ye have the poor with you always, and whensoever ye will, ye may do them good, but me ye have not always. She hath done what she could. She is come aforehand to anoint my body to the burying. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world, this also that she hath done shall be spoken of for a memorial of her.
Hey, so whenever we bring out this gospel of Jesus Christ, the message they're given to the 12 tribes of Israel, those people I'm talking about that are scattered all over the globe, those people that the Most High God is punishing because we broke his law, statutes, commandments. The people that we understand are the saints of the Most High. Those the slaves of the world, those that are oppressed and colonized worldwide, we have been punished. We getting that spiritual and physical butt whooping from the Lord, because we can say spiritual, but we physically feel this because we really be going through it. Like it's really hell out here for us. It's so bad that even when you talk to other people, they try to explain that we're in hell. They so delusional, they don't even know they in hell. Like, here's how bad hell is. Hell is so bad that people try to pretend like it's not. They try to act like everything's okay. And so it's hell for me to live amongst people that just be out here.
Hey, that's that Isaiah 28:15, where it's like we made a covenant with death, and we know that hell is, eternal death. So it's like what you said, like a lot of these guys, they try to downplay it, but they don't really know that they are in agreement and made a promise to go there.
Woo, Woo, you said a word. You said a word. They're in agreement. That's the worst part about it is Negroes is in agreement with it. You know what I'm saying? They're in agreement with our terrible conditions. They're okay with it. And they're like, all right, they're going to make the best of it for themselves, which goes back into that spirit, that selfish, evil, devilish spirit of I'm all about myself. When are people all about themselves, it's just, all it does is make things worse. You really can't grow and you can't become a strong, mighty nation with people that think like that. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. So, all right, without further ado, we can ready to rise, face Jerusalem, and we're going to send up prayers to the Most High in appreciation for all that he has done for us. Israel, blow trumpets. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for what you've done for us. Thank you for bringing us back into the covenant, bringing us closer to you. Give us the opportunity to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, because you could have let us stay asleep, but you didn't. You woke us up. You allowed us to hear your voice. You allowed us to hear your voice and give us the chance to actually choose life or death, blessings or curses, to actually follow the path you've laid out for us or to walk on the wide road into death. Lord, we appreciate you for just giving us this chance, for loving us this much to send your son to die on the cross for us, where he could shed his blood and we could actually renew our minds. We could change, become new creatures, and we could actually show that we truly do love you by being more like you, so we can be close to you, so we can be friends with you, so we can be your family, so we can be your sons and daughters that you can call your own. And Lord, again, we just continue to want to grow. We ask that you just put us in the right frame of mind. We ask that you remove from us thoughts of evil. Remove from us the wickedness that we want to stay in our lives. Remove that from us so we can get closer and closer to you and be the best version of ourselves, so we can become the gods and goddesses of the earth. And again, once again, we thank you, we appreciate you, and we just pray for the sick and the shut in. Watch out for those that are physically sick and mentally sick, and help them to heal, because we know that healing comes from you. The word heals and everything about you. And I thank you for all you've gotten us through. May the whole congregation of Israel say hallelujah. 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 In your son Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. I would love to know who this is. All right, let's get this thing started. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 2. We're going to start off right there. Sirach 5 and 2. And let's dive into this important thing we call the message. All right.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 5 and verse 2. Follow not thine own mind.
No. It says, walk in the way of what you feel.
Follow not thine own mind.
It said, follow not your own mind. Interesting. Go ahead.
And thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
It says, and thy strength to walk in the ways of your heart. The ways of your heart are the paths that your own emotions will lead you down. It tells you, follow not in the ways of your mind. Follow not your thoughts, because those things are not going to help you. Matter of fact, read on.
And say not, who shall control me for my works?
You see, when you don't follow your own mind, someone's leading you, someone's controlling you, somebody has a hold of your spirit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like this remote right here in my hands. It's like in this remote right here, I can press up, I can make the volume go up on the TV. I can press mute to shut it up all the way. You see, the Lord can press mute on you. The Lord wants you to hush. He's going to push mute. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Be quiet. Well, he's going to tell you. Now, if you have the spirit to say, read the beginning.
And say not, who shall control me for my works?
He says, who will control you for your works? So you saying, no, I am autonomous. You know what I'm saying? You have no authority over me. Who made you judge and rule over me? Who said that you can determine or decide what is good for me or what's best for me or what I can do. I can do what I want when I want. See, he says, who shall say these things? Read.
For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
He will what your pride?
For the Lord will surely revenge thy
He
pride.
didn't say maybe. He said surely, because it's pride to say that the almighty creator, the one that fashioned you in a new. Yo, shalom, shalom. Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, let me know if the picture's frozen or if it's back or if the screen ain't black no more. Let me know what it's looking like. All right, okay. All right, sorry about that. And even this, yeah, only, all right, this is somewhat clear. All right. Yeah, it's whack. All right, anyways. So he says he surely will revenge your pride. So it's certainly, it ain't no doubt you will be paid back for it, because it only, you got to be prideful. You have a certain type of mindset to think that someone that's greater and more powerful than you does not have any bearing on your actions. And the crazy thing is, all of the people that be acting like that nothing can control them, they don't realize they are controlled. And I'm gonna touch on that later. But yeah, they don't realize that. But what I want you to know is, when he says, say not that I will do what I want to do, what he's trying to tell you is, don't listen to yourself. Your thoughts are your enemies. As Psalms 139 has a whole chapter dedicated to it. What you think is against you. Your mind is trying to destroy you. So you can be foolish and listen to your mind, or you can be wise and tell your mind to be quiet. You can push the mute button on your mind. You can tell it to shut up. Say, stop. I don't want to hear what you got to say right now. You're causing problems for me. That's what you can do. So we got to look at those things. And a lot of us don't realize that you got to tell your thought, tell your heart, I'm not listening. You know what I'm saying? Because your heart is going to destroy you. It's going to take you right to the edge of your destruction. And the choice is yours. You can choose to obey it or choose to disobey it. But don't disobey the one that actually has control over you. You let your mind, and I don't know, I just need you to understand that this is the start of winning that great war, that big battle that you want to take over. All right. You got a script?
Oh yeah. Permission to speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was it in Sirach 30 where it's like Sirach 30 and
I can read
21.
All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 30, verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
So like, we use this scripture in a way to have like to help people who battle with depression, or people who like have like thoughts where they're like, ah, dang, why did I do that? I suck. I should never do this again. But this can also be a scripture for, going off and dwelling in your own counsel. Because if you're only dwelling in your own counsel, hey, guess what? You're going to afflict yourself. Just like when you touch a stove that's hot, when you didn't listen to your parents that said don't touch it, but you got in your own head and you was thinking like, man, it can't be hot. Like, man, I just touched it when she was done cooking not too long ago, and I was fine. Man, I'm gonna go ahead and touch it for real. And then boom, what happens? You get burned. So yeah, afflict not yourself in your own counsel.
Hey, and then what you saying? You afflict yourself. You done decided that, hey, I can touch it even though they told me not to. And now your fingers are the main course on the hibachi grill. You know what I'm saying? Now the hibachi grill sizzling your fingers. Because you wanted to be rebellious. You know what I'm saying? Rebellion teaches lessons that can sometimes have life lifelong scars, lifelong afflictions that'll be on you, all because you want to rebel. Do you want to make a lifelong decision in that moment that you want to listen to yourself? It's your choice. And here's the thing: the Most High's like, hey, I love you so much, I want you to choose it. I'm gonna let you do the thing you want to do. Why? Because I love you. I'm saying, what greater love than a God that wants to let you enjoy yourself doing whatever you want to do? He's not gonna let you be. It's a song Neo had. He said like, I'd rather you happy than miserable with me. And he's on point. It's like, yeah, be happy. Don't be miserable with me. Be happy. That's love. You know what I'm saying? Hey, be happy. I'm not gonna keep you here and just let you be all depressed and despising yourself and hating life, and you're so depressed and oh my gosh. No, go have fun, enjoy yourself, please. I'm gonna look at you in 15 to 20 years and be like, hey, how fun was it?
Yeah, for real. That's how the Most High is gonna do it.
How'd that work out for you? And now here's what most powerful people gonna do. Oh, it's going good. Although you see they just now put the crack pipe down and they lost like 100 pounds. And you know what I'm saying? You doing good? Okay. They not ready to repent. All praises. I'm glad I let you go do your thing.
People really underestimate how terrible it's going to be in that lake of fire. Like, you're not going to be like when that sky crack open on the Sabbath and you see everybody in the kingdom, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm all good. Because that brother in Luke 16, hey, when that sky cracked open for him, he was like, oh, please, I need some water. Hey, give me some water. I'm dying over here. You ain't going to be like, I'm good. So it's something to think about.
Not at all. So make sure I get you in there. All right. So let's get to Psalm 35:19. Let's dive on into it now. Like I said, the main thing I want you to understand is your thoughts are against you. They're your enemies. And I may touch a little bit on it after class. It could be, but I want you to understand your thoughts are your enemies. Go ahead. Let's get it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 35 and verse 19. Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me.
Now he says, so your enemies, your adversaries, your opponents. Come on.
Neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause.
And he says, don't let them that hate me without a cause wink without a. Now, the thing I want y'all to focus on is they hate you without a cause. So what I want to ask everybody, and you can answer this because then I'm gonna revisit this later. Why did the word say that he be hated for no reason? Oh, let me fact. Main thing I want is, what does it mean? He says that you're hated without a cause, and you'll hear about, Jesus, the Messiah, Christ, Yeshua. I want to make sure I can say all the names because, you say the wrong name, I'm worshiping another God. You know what I'm saying? But the Messiah, the Son of the Most High, and this is the Son. He's not the same person. He ain't the Holy Trinity. The Son of the Most High. Why was the Most High Son hated without a cause? Without a cause? What does it mean that Jesus was hated for no reason? What does that mean? Help me understand this. Why? What does it mean he's hated without a cause? But we'll come back to it. Let's go to Revelation 12. I think I want verse 13 to make sure I got the right one. It might be 10. What you got?
Oh, no.
Okay. So let's go. Oh, nah, that's just all I wanted. Revelation 12, verse. Dang, I lost my spot. Oh, 7. Revelation 12:7.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 7. And there was war in heaven.
Now, I want y'all to understand, it says there was war in heaven. Now, for all my people to get all mystical and magical and think about the world of Narnia, where you go inside with the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. No. Get the imaginary world out your mind. Okay, let's remove that. Hold on. Let me make sure the noise cancellation up because he back there tripping. But anyways, so what is going on with this? Says there was war in heaven, right? So this war and the one that's in heaven is referring to is talking about a war that is taking place in the higher up places of the planet. Now, where's that war? And that's talking about the people that are in power. There's a war in heaven with them, and there's also war with those that are going against them. But go ahead.
And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
Now understand, Michael he's like the chief messenger. He's the one, he's the head leader. All right. So he says Michael and his angels are what? His messengers, the ones that actually are for him. So, and I ain't gonna go deep into it, but I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna say, speak I, not the Lord, just in case I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh well. But Michael kind of represents Christ. So, and he has angels. He has people that actually speak for him to bring his word. So he has his angels, the ones that follow him. And then go ahead. And it says fought against who?
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought his angels.
Yeah. So the dragon and his angels, right? So the dragon had angels. Michael had angels. So I want you to understand this. There are leaders. So the dragon's angels, the dragon we know is what we understand is Satan, the devil. So Satan or the devil, and we're not talking about, it's not just the Caucasians. The dragon is the devil is anyone that is contrary to the Most High. And I spoke earlier at the very beginning, I want to bring out the thoughts. So anybody, the leader of free thought, free thinking. And matter of fact, I was talking, shout out to brother, Brother Quill was talking about, he said the other day when we said our last day closing the feast, do as thou wilt. You know what I'm saying? Aleister Crowley. That is the devil. The devil is the one that's going to tell you, follow your feelings. You know, go with your emotions. As I said before, listen to your heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sing it for y'all today. Y'all get a break. But so that's the devil. So the leader of that and all the people that follow that and hold on to the ideology, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, hey, everybody in the chat, name me a demographic of individuals that are going to, that the biggest demographic of individuals that are going to follow the dragon, that are going to follow them. I just put this in chat. Just put in the chat. I want to see what y'all thinking. What the biggest demographic of individuals that will follow the dragon, who is the leader of emotions, the leader of feelings, the leader of free thought, the leader of all of that, doing what you want. All right, let me see. I got one answer. All right, my man, DeCurry said, he said, oh, Caucasians. Let me see. Sarah came through. She said, hey, guess what? Yes. Women. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what let me see what. Yep. Kenny said, sadly, the unawoken black women. Now, guess what?
Exactamundo, dude.
He's correct. Now, guess what though? He's not all the way crazy. He's missing something. He said the unawoken black women. The awakened black woman is also the devil. They're awakened. They know the truth. They understand what's right. And guess what? You know what gets a hold of them? Satan. You know what I'm saying? Satan take over and still be. So, hey, we ain't just going to run with that. It is this part right here. All right. Hold on. Hey, all praise to the Most High. Hey, I like that.
Exactamundo, dude.
Hey, I didn't know that either. Christina said she looked up and said she looked it up online, meaning it says Michael is a question. And the question was, who is like God in Hebrew? Yeah, but think about it. Who's like God? Christ, the Messiah, the most like God. So hey, all praise to the Most High. All right. Yeah. So here's the thing. So being that one, and why am I bringing up this? Why did I say the biggest demographic of following your feelings? Because the world tries to turn us into following the woman, to accepting that, hey, your feelings are valid. Whatever it is, it's okay what you do. You don't need to be held accountable because you're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do anything wrong. You're okay. I just saw a video the other day. Talking about, they was talking to Halle Berry, and she was talking to him like, yeah, do I got to stay with that situation? Do I got to be that? No, I can choose to be single. You can choose to destroy yourself, goofy. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. You're not choosing, you're choosing rebellion. You're choosing rebellion because you don't want to be subject to anything that can force you to go against yourself. You don't want to have that battle. What'd you say?
Like I could choose to put my tongue in an electrical outlet. You know, doesn't mean that I should necessarily do it.
Hey, real talk. Hey, for real. So, and we just got to think about these things, you know what I'm saying? So this is just pay attention and be aware. Hey, Ron Mice said, hey, that rib. Hey, anybody read the very beginning? Hey, Adam and Eve, hey. And again, Adam ain't getting the pass because he was in willful sin. He chose to, simp out. He chose to do it. But if you really in the truth, talking about simping out,
We don't do that here.
sorry, ain't happening. So we got to make sure of that. But anyways, back to Psalm 35:19. I mean, Revelation 12. There was a great war in heaven. So this war was against the righteous and the wicked. The title of class, the holy and profane. There was a great war in heaven. The war is being fought right now. The war is not going to happen. It's not a future prophecy. It ain't no war in this invisible world where you got angels flying around shooting lasers at demons that's throwing fireballs and, shooting lava grenades. No, that's not what's happening. It's a battle between the people that are trying to do right and the people that are trying to do what they want to do. If you do what you want or you do what's right, which is a disciplined life, there's a fight going on. It's a war. Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. See, we got to understand what this is talking about. Oh, by the way, I want to take Christina. I'm going to make sure I respond to what Christina said. Christina said they hate for no reason because they are contrary to things that are good. Yeah. All right. So look, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. Christina might be ruining class, but it's okay. We're going to talk about it later. All right. So anyways, let's get that. Let's get Exodus 15:3. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
Oh, so the Lord is a man of war. I want to say so many comments about this name thing, but I'm gonna ignore it because we had a conversation early in the week and it's annoying. But the Lord is his name. So it's talking about the Lord is a man of war. It's telling you this is my reputation. This is my character. I'm about this. I'm about the battle between good and evil. I'm about the battle between, those things. Because what people don't realize is wars are fought over people's ideas. Wars are fought over what people think is right, what people think is wrong. Men fight wars because men stand up for things that they believe in. That's where your battles come in. Women don't fight wars because women are telling men fight wars. That's because y'all don't stand for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go with whatever feels right, whatever's okay, however you can adapt and survive. That's what you're gonna do. Y'all ain't gonna be like, oh, I am held to these principles. I have an honor system. No, you don't. Now, is it me speaking bad about women? No, it's just who y'all are. It's your nature. Y'all are. What makes you good is that you hold tight to the man that you believe in. You hold tight to the man and his values. That's what makes you good. You're not good on your own. You can't be, because I'm not good on my own. I can't be good if I don't hold tight to the values of my husband, Jesus the Christ. No diddy. I hold tight to those things. It's like, hey, that's what it is. I'm not good on my own. How do I know this? Because I lived the first 32 years of my life without Christ and I was wicked. So we got to I accept that. I understand. Hey, I can do no right without Christ. I can't do good without his instruction. What'd you have?
Because it's just like I forgot where in the scriptures, but where it says there is none good but God. So it's exactly what you said. Like, how can a woman do good if the man is supposed to be the representation of Christ, who is the representation of God, which is the commandments, because the commandments is their reputation. The Most High's reputation is he doesn't stand by rape. His reputation is he doesn't stand by bacon that, is made from swine. His reputation is no fornication and prostitution. That's his reputation. So if you're not following a man that is living by that good reputation, by that good name, then how can you ever be good? You don't know how to be good.
Man, completely right. We have no idea. Because we don't have a standard that's standing before us. We don't have a man. The word became flesh and dwelt among us so we could see what it looked like. I want to be like him. Because if you think about all of our role models, we all can think of people we looked at. We like, I want to be like we look up to. You know what I'm saying? Certain men. Oh, shoot. I remember this. I know. I was number 84 in high school and my team was purple. I was like, oh, I'm number 84 because Randy Moss. I looked up to him. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. He's tall, dark skinned, likes to run the deep routes, jump over people, catch the ball. That's me. I'm going to choose that to emulate because, it's what I want. That's what I want to be. We all got role models. We all have things we look to and we want to emulate. So Jesus Christ was that. He is like, all right, Randy, move out the way. Jesus. See what I'm saying? All right, bye-bye. this dude is the truth. He's cold. He's the best man ever. I want to be like him. And that's how we got to think. We got to look to that. And it would do us well to do so. Sisters, same thing for y'all. Y'all want to be great women? Look to the best women you can be like, all right, that's what I'm going to emulate. I want to be that. And your reasons got to be good. Don't be like, oh, look, I want to be like Cardi B because she got a BBL. You a big brown loser if you think that. You don't do that. You look up to people because of who they are and you love what they represent.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I want to be like Christ, because what he represents is righteousness, is good. He represents revolution. He wants to change the world. That's what I want to. I was like, hey, it's everything I've always wanted to be. I just never realized it was him. We was never told to seek that out. So we just got to be honest with ourselves in certain things. So I don't know. What I say, you have something?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay, let me get 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 20. Okay, again, I want to make sure we understand. What God wanted from the beginning was war. We saw it said it was a great war in heaven. And then you see the character of God. He's a man of war. Oh, well, shoot. This is what he wanted from the beginning. The Most High always wanted war. He always wanted battle. And his son, Jesus Christ, wanted the same thing. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it.
You see, I want y'all to understand it. This world is dangerous because of everything that can take us away from the Most High. Devices, distractions, things that are set up to change our minds, to warp our perception of reality. When your perception of reality is warped, it's because the devices that are there, the things, like I was explaining how I looked up to Randy Moss. Okay, well, that's what I got to understand. All right, do I want to, that's a device that was put in front of me so I could try to emulate that instead of Christ. That distracted me for years from going in the direction I need to go. If I'd have been seeking righteousness earlier instead of seeking, NFL fame and glory, guess what? I could have been in the truth sooner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what could have happened. But that's not what so being that I did that, it makes a difference that I actually was, this thing took place. And I like what Quail said. He said, AKA the flood from the serpent's mouth. It's exactly what it was, that flood. And it's the different doctrines and understandings to take you away. That's one of the devices. That is
Exactamundo, dude.
that's completely on point. That's a device, and it makes it dangerous. And it makes it dangerous because that flood can take us away. And when it takes you away, that flood is going to take you and drop you off in a lake. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to be a lake with water in it. It's going to be a hot lake. And you ain't going to enjoy it at all. So the world is dangerous because of that, because of all the distractions, all the things meant to warp our minds and to change how we think and what we think. Proverbs 29:27. We got things changing how we think, and it just really what it is. And that's another reason why environment and influence is so important. Because if you have the right environment and right influence, then you have a fighting chance. Because even with the right environment and influence, it's still tough because you still got so many things in the world that can take you away. Man. So even if you got these things, you gotta stay focused on what's good for you. See, if you ain't focusing on what's going to help you, what's going to direct you, then you ain't trying to do right. You know what I'm saying? It's straight up. You can't be, that's like, let me give an example. You can't be let's say if TD Jakes is righteous. TD Jakes can't be like, I'm trying to get the right way. I'm trying to follow the path. I'm trying to stay on. If he's this pastor, he's in the church, he's serious. If he's not staying in this Bible, he's not staying focused on Christ, how is he going to get there? He's not looking to his leadership. You know what I'm saying? So same for me. If I'm over the church a little bit, guess what I got to do? I got to make sure I'm staying in this book and looking to my leadership. I have to be on it more. If I'm not on it, then how great can I be as a leader? How disciplined can I be? How strong can I be in this walk? I can't be that strong if I'm not really seriously on the mission like I'm supposed to be. Same thing for the brothers. The brothers, if y'all are not looking to me, how strong can you be in this walk? And how much further can you push yourself? You can only push yourself so far. Sisters, same thing. Single sisters, look to your leader. Look to the one that's guiding you spiritually. It's gotta be done that way. Children, let's look to your parents. Follow their example. Understand what they do, and those things that do are right. Emulate them. Take them in and go with it. If you ain't doing those things, are you actually trying to do that? Because Peter He didn't look to his leader when he got put out there in that water, and he's like, all right, come on, walk to me. He first got out there and he's looking at him, and then as soon as them storms came, oh shoot, it's tough out here. Oh no, oh the wind's blowing, I'm scared. And he looked away and he started sinking. He didn't stay focused at all. The devices that come into this world make it dangerous. But when you start actually paying attention to them devices, you forget about what you believe in. And then when you forget about what you believe in, well, guess what happens? You no longer have faith in your protection. Think about it. If I got on this bulletproof vest that's supposed to protect me from every single gun, but then I'm looking over here and they got a new rocket launcher. It blows up everything. Oh, they got armor piercing rounds over here, and you just looking at the demonstration of it just going through tanks, and you're like, I just got this little vest on. So now you don't believe your vest to protect you from that. So what do? You off your vest, and then that armor piercing round now comes through and shreds you to pieces. All because you lost faith because you was looking at the danger around it instead of actually looking at the protection that you got. So I want y'all to pay attention to that. Be aware. Proverbs, 29, 27? Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just.
Now, we're talking about this war. So the just man is the righteous man, the good man. All right, the person who actually is trying to do the right thing. The one that's unjust or this unrighteous, unholy, that's evil, they're an abomination. Meaning an abomination is something that's hated. Somebody that's good, they hate to see somebody that's wicked. It as Peter Griffin would say, it really grinds my gears. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It grinds their gears to the 10th power. Read.
And he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked.
Now, the wicked person, somebody that actually does, it says it's upright, meaning they're not crooked in they walk. You know what I'm saying? They straight. They're not gay. Anybody that's like that is going to be a problem to the one that is evil. That goes back to the Lord talking about there's a great war in heaven. The Lord's a man of war. He set things up, and he understands that oil and water don't mix. They don't mix, and it's going to be a problem. Let's get John chapter 3. I think I'm on verse 19. All right, so let's John 3. See, when he's talking about this upright man, it's the same thing to the just. He is hated. He's despised. I want 3 and 19. Yep, I had it right. So he can't stand it, and it's going to be a problem. It's a thorn in his flesh. Read.
This is John chapter 3 and verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
You see, and it says they love darkness rather than light. And then it explains, because what they do is wicked. When you love wicked people more than you love righteous people, it's because you love to do wickedness. He says that's why they love darkness more than light. They're drawn to the darkness. You know, you have the movies that says, come into the light, come into the light. Nah, these people don't come. They don't want to come to the light because their actions are evil. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
Hold on. No. We got to hear that. I want y'all to hear that one more again. If you are not paying attention, sit up, perk up, and listen to this. Say it again.
For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
When you do evil, you hate what's right. You can't stand what's good. What's good, it burns you up to the core. You hate the light. Read.
Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
And it says they don't come to him. See, I've said this many times. I'll be like, hey, you make sure that if you are trying to get better, you are going to make sure you're dealing with and getting around those people that are good and trying to do what's right. He says they're going to do that because their deeds are evil. They're going to get reproved. Don't did that. Yeah, if your deeds are going to get reproved, he says these people will have an issue. They don't want to come to them. They're going to make sure I'm not going to have a lot of conversations with the ones that have more understanding and wisdom in this walk. Nah, I'm going to have conversations to deal with the people that don't know anything because they can't reprove me. I'm going to deal with the baby in this truth. I'm going to deal with the other people that don't know shit because the people that don't know shit can't come and tell me that I'm wrong. They can't get on me for my foolishness. Nah, I want to stay in my foolishness. I want to continue to grow in it because I'm fighting a war. If you're trying to think about it, you train to fight, right? Are you going to stay away from the gym?
No.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go to the gym to get better. Well, if you evil, you're gonna go to the darkness so your darkness can grow within you. You want to improve your powers. If you wanted a Sith, guess who you gonna hang around? The other people that got red lightsabers. If you wanted a Jedi, then you're gonna be around the ones that are Jedis. You're gonna make sure you're around those so they can train you in. You're gonna be trained in the ways of the Force, the right way, or the ways the evil way. But if you don't want to be trained properly, oh no, I'm a Sith. I'm not going to the Jedi. That's why he says that neither cometh to the light. Don't go to the light. You stay away from them. You don't even go, and you don't want them to tell you that. You don't want them to help fix you because you know that you want to stay on the other side. You want to fight against the Jedi. You want to get stronger in your ways. You want to eventually learn how to do Force lightning. You don't want to fight with the Jedi. Like the Jedi do. I want to learn these skills. You want to learn the evil skills because you don't want to be good. That's the bottom line. And this is what Jesus is saying. You ain't got to believe me. You can believe Christ. Not my Jesus. Well, yeah, your Jesus said it. Your Jesus says you got the devil on you. That's what he's saying. You got script?
Yeah, it's Sirach 13 and 15 through 17.
Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 15. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. I am tripping. I'm in second Ezra. My bad, y'all. All right, Ecclesiastes 13, 15. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth to his kind, and a man will cleave to his like. What fellowship hath a wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly.
So, it's going with what he's just talking about. Those who love the light is going to be with others who love the light. And those who love the light are going to be hated by those who love the darkness. Because the light is what? The light is reproof, correction, right? People who love to do evil-ish, they don't want to be rebuked. They don't want to be corrected. So if they're going to be around somebody that's constantly going to criticize them for the things they do, what do you think is going to happen? Separation. Just like, like you have a sister, your sister became a hoe. I'm going to just keep it frank. Your sister became a hoe.
She became what?
Hoe for sure.
Exactly. She became that right there. What do you think is going to eventually happen? If bringing dudes over to her father's house, doing all kinds of fornication, separation, because every beast is going to consortive to its like.
Hey, man, can't be more on point.
Exactamundo, dude.
Can't be more on point. Let me get Isaiah 5 and 20. You know what I'm saying? And when you're talking about these people that are going to do these things, they're going to also make excuses to why they want to do evil. They're going to make excuses to why they want to go against what's right, what's good. They want to always find something they can do to make themselves feel good about going that way. So what do? They'll try to justify the righteous. They'll defend the evil behavior, and then they will try to condemn the just. They'll try to find fault. They find any little thing. Yeah, they ate their chips the wrong way, so they wicked. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how they sat next to me. They said shalom to me in a way that didn't please my ears. They are trying to find fault. When you're trying to find fault, it's because you want to actually make an excuse in your mind. That's why Sirach 32 says they will find, he says, the wicked shall not be reproved. They find an excuse according to their will. I want y'all to understand, when he says according to your will, it really means so you can do what you want to do. At the end of the day, you want to do as thou wilt. You want to do what you want to do. Doing what you want to do makes you feel good. So the way it makes you feel good is you try to find excuses actually that will actually make you feel at peace with yourself. Because at the end of the day, there's a great war in heaven between the good and the evil, but there's a great war that's been going on in your mind. And the only way you can have peace in your mind if you get rid of all the other thoughts that tells you to do the right thing. So you're gonna build up a case for why you're okay. You're gonna tell yourself that you're right. You're gonna live in a delusional world, and that's why the scripture says the Lord will send strong delusion so you'll believe a lie. I want y'all to think about this. Hey, look, hey, hallelujah! All praise to the Most High. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, I just got hyped. Let's start about this. God is so good that He is like, hey, I want you to have peace in your wickedness. I want you to, here, let me send you some delusions so you can believe that bullshit you think is okay. Here's the delusions. How does that feel? You okay with that? All right, here. I want you to feel nice and comfortable. Lay on that pillow. You know what I'm saying? That nice feathery pillow and that warm bed. I want you to be right there, because if I get you right there, then at least you're going to feel like you're right in what you did. You're going to feel okay, and you're not going to be tormented all your life. I want you to be peaceful. So that way, when the overflowing scourge comes through, when I bring destruction to kill your ass, guess what? You at least comfortable in it before I destroyed you. Eternity. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. All right, go ahead. Give me what I say.
Isaiah 5:20.
Yeah, Isaiah chapter 5 verse. As I said, trying to justify the right and find wrong. And when you do that, just understand I'm gonna go ahead and let you know your future again. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
He says, woe unto you. Hey, everybody in the chat, let me know, what does woe mean? All right, start from the top. Read that again.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Oh, there we go. Look, all right. Hey, Sarah and Kenny, all praise to the Most High. Hey, and they said death and destruction. Hey, Kenny said we bought the flamethrower today. Flamethrower gotta come out, man. Hey, Ron White said destruction. Hey, so destruction unto them, death unto them that say it's good to be evil. You know what? That goes back to what I just said. Everybody is trying to justify their foolishness, trying to say it's okay. So to justify, what you're gonna do? The righteous people, you're gonna say something's wrong with them. You're gonna find fault with them. And those that are unholy, that are unrighteous, that don't do the right thing, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna start trying to just say, hey, no, that's okay. They did it. You make excuses for them. When you make excuses for wickedness, it's because, like the scripture you pull in Sirach, every beast can sort of to kind. You done got in cahoots with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made a league. Y'all done made an alliance. And you make an alliance with the wicked, though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You join hands with them, you will get destroyed with them. Everybody found shall be thrust through. You'll be thrust through with all the devils because you want to get along with the devils. But while you're getting along with them, he lets all y'all come together, have a big powwow, and be in y'all's own delusional world, believing the foolishness you believe. Sound like some of them sisters on that video last night, but I ain't even get into that right now. Let's continue on. Let's get Luke chapter 11, verse 53. Luke 11:53. Hey, and Ryan said, translation, Christianity. Yeah, Christianity. But here's a sad thing, man. The vast majority of people that's so-called, quote unquote, in the truth, they in Hebrewanity. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole nother version of it. And it's because they do what Mama DeCarrier said, twisting the truth to satisfy their own wicked behavior. You have to be aware of that. Go ahead.
Permission to speak on that?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Because it's just like what Sister Kim said, like twisting the truth to satisfy their own wicked behavior. It's just like when those who are unstable wrest the scriptures unto their own destruction. And we're talking about those who make lies their refuge, that overflowing scourge, which is the death and destruction coming and overtaking you. So, and this all comes back from the main point and from the beginning of the class, pride. Because if you have pride, you're not going to be humble enough to listen. Because how can you even know that you're wrong if you're not willing to listen?
You can't. Impossible. And it's sad. Go ahead.
You said Luke 11:3?
11:53. Yep. I'm gonna take his comment. Kenny said, I've been hit over the head with this verse since the new pastor done started the super church. I ain't even heard it. Go therefore teach all nations. Oh, okay, yeah. Man, I can't even. There's one of the most annoying things to me is Caucasian Christ and Caucasian Christianity making Caucasians feel like their heaven is going to be there, wait for them, just like they got heaven right now. And when Negroes agree with that, I be so angry. It pisses me off. I can't stand I really don't. I don't like it because those same Negroes don't go hard to fight for their people. They don't. You know what I'm saying? And actually, and you know what? I like, hey, Brother DeCurry said, hey, man, he's right. There's a spirit within it, a feminine spirit that actually is saying, I don't want no smoke. You're actually saying, I don't want to contend. I don't want to say that I have enemies. See, when people try to say that whole all nations can be saved, they're saying we all one We're all one in Jesus Christ. We're all together. Shut your ass up. No, it ain't. No, I'm saying we gonna say straight up, no, God loves the Israelites. Y'all over there. And just so you know, the Bible says y'all my enemies. It don't mean I'm gonna be a jerk to you. We can be peaceable because the scripture says live peaceably among all men. It even says that if I do what's right, you're gonna do things for me. Because he says it calls you to have peace with me. So we can have peace, but understand you on the other side. See, they really don't want to take that stand and say there's a line. We drew a line in the sand. We don't rock together. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping my people and you can help your people. And that's fine. It's called accepting reality. When you accept reality, then you're going to move a certain way. And you're going to fight this war properly because you understand it's a war between the holy and profane. The other nations were not given the spirit of the Most High. So they're by default, they profane. We at least have the opportunity. We can actually obtain, you know what I'm saying? We can actually make the team. I make this example all the time for people who heard me say it because I've had these discussions, especially on Clubhouse with the dang on M dudes that love massa. I always have this discussion. I'll be like, okay, the prerequisite to get on a girls basketball team is to be a girl. You can't get on. I can't be like, I'm trying out for the girls basketball team. The prerequisite is to be a freaking girl. Well, the same thing to get to the kingdom of heaven and be in rulership. The prerequisite to be one of God's chosen people. I mean, to be in the faith, to actually get brought up, to be righteous is to be an Israelite. If you're not an Israelite, you can't be that. It's not you. It's a prerequisite. It's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like the old show Fantasy Island. Welcome to Caucasian Heaven. Hey, I'm gonna have to look that up. I ain't never seen that, but it sounds like something I might have to check out. But that's probably what it is. Hold on. This man had a thigh tat and had a Christ thigh tat. Who had that? Oh, the pastor? Oh my God. What? That is see, oh man, you'll make me say, I'm trying to say the word because then TikTok can't wait. They got the button ready. Like, yeah, shut down. They got a person with a finger over it, like just waiting. Yeah, we can't wait till you say it. Can't wait. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, he said Christ had one. Okay. Still, but yeah, okay. I know people say that because they at Revelation 19 and it says he had a name written on his thigh. Yeah, that's not a never mind. I can't express how. Anyways. Yeah. Anyways. What I say? Proverbs 29. No, not 20. I'm sorry. Luke 11:53. All right, let's go.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 11 and verse 53. And as he said these things unto them, the scribes and the Pharisees began to urge him.
No, okay, my fault. So you get that word in a minute. All right, so remember, I want to make sure y'all remember what we're talking about. The people call evil good and good evil. So these Pharisees, for all the people that know, the Pharisees were not righteous. They appeared righteous. They appeared that way, but they were wicked as hell. They was evil. Remind me a lot of campuses out here today. Matter of fact, the majority of them. But read on.
The scribes and the Pharisees began to urge him vehemently and to provoke him to speak of many things.
So they try to get him to talk about stuff. They're trying to get him to, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? They're trying to like pick his brain and get him to, just freely speak. All right. Well, why they want to do that? Let's see.
Laying wait for him.
Doing what?
Laying wait for him.
Hey, for all my people that understand the laws, in the original laws, what does it mean to lie in wait or to lay in wait? What is a person? Yeah, what does that mean? I don't want to give the answer away. So, because there's people can lay in wait. There's two different ways somebody can die. They can die in a way that is in the moment, or there we go. All right, we already got it right there. All right, hey, yep. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. The courier said set a trap. Yep. Yep. Hey, the courier. I mean, I like it. Quail said premeditated. Yep. Yep. Christina and Katrina plotting. Yep. Hey, Kenny said in the bushes sneaking up. Hey, I'm telling you. So when you are lying in wait, it means you got it planned out. When you plan something out, that's an indicator that it's not nothing that you did because it was in the moment. You know what I'm saying? It was how to say there's a crime of passion, like where your emotions took over and you just reacted. Kind of like anybody remember not Mattathias? Yeah, Mattathias. Yep, the father of Judas. I was gonna say Judas Iscariot. Judas Maccabeus, the cold Judas. Yeah. Nah. Nah, the dude that went up there and sacrificed to the he went and sacrificed to the other god. After while he was talking to him about us, our people coming back together, and in the middle of them talking, the dude just go up there and said he was inflamed with zeal and went up there and killed him on the altar. You know what I'm saying? That was a crime of passion. Yeah, it was. He in that moment he was like, nah, you gotta go. So when you premeditate something, she said the Ena's minds are in sync. But yeah, when you doing that, well, I'm gonna go ahead and tie into what she said. Your mind's in sync with the evil that you about to do. You know what I'm saying? And I say evil because you actually want to hurt this person. You have you're planning on, you like, I'm gonna do this to you. Now, I can't say it's always bad because we premeditating the annihilation of a whole race. You know what I'm saying? If any of y'all know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. But we premeditating the shit out of that. We premeditating the destruction of this evil world. We premeditating all that. We trying to take over. So planning and plotting I ain't gonna say plotting because it ain't no secret. Like Christ said, in secret, I did nothing. He said, we ain't in secret. We out here. We got our fringes on. We let it be known. We support the Lord and everything the Bible says. So yeah, we doing that. We sure is. But so anyways, so he's talking about these people were plotting. They were lying in wait. Go ahead, read on. Matter of fact, you start the top of 54 again.
This is Luke 11 and verse 54 from the top. Laying wait for him and seeking to catch something out of his mouth, that they might accuse him.
You see that? It says seeking to catch something out of his mouth. You know why they're trying to catch something out of his mouth? Because they're plotting on him. They are trying to place blame. They're trying to find fault. All right, we got to find something wrong with this Negro. Something wrong with him. We're going to find it. So all I got to do is just wait on him to say one little thing. And then you like on that, we just not talking about the movie. We was walking on the Walking Bridge Brothers. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the Edomite. What's the Titanic white boy? What's his name? Yeah, DiCaprio. And he's like whistling and he's pointing. He's like, yeah, that's what they be doing. They waiting to do that to Christ so they can just, hurry up and, snap their fingers and point. Hey, yeah, we got him. They're waiting to catch him. They want anything so they be like, oh, there it is. See, look, he's the devil. He's wicked. I knew he's wicked. They're trying to find fault, and it takes anything. It don't matter what it is. They want a reason, because if they got a reason to do it, then they can have a reason to stay away from him. They can stay away from him. They can be like, see, yeah, I'm staying away because he's this way. I don't want to deal with him. Now, darkness don't come to the light, and y'all two don't get along. Y'all don't agree, so you just need a reason. That's all it is. That's the war. And in that war, you got to make sure you got a purpose to not be over there, because you want to get strong enough to overthrow the righteous. You want to destroy the light that's in the world. You want to find that little piece of light, and then you want to erase it. Mother Gothel talked about that. Anybody ever seen Tangled or Rapunzel? Rapunzel was little, and she said they try to find a little bit of light, and they try to put it out. That's what they try to do. They're trying to put out the light, and they put out that light. Jesus, as a matter of fact, man, forget it. We already here. John 8:12. Let me get it. Since I'm saying it, and it's crazy I'm saying this, but it's actually what the people are literally trying to do. Because you got to remember, the world is in darkness. The world is in wickedness. And when you got darkness, any of y'all ever been inside a dark room? Matter of fact, everybody put a 3 in the chat if you ever been inside a dark room sleep, and then somebody come turn the light on. Put a 1 in the chat if that pissed you off. And now if you was happy about it, put a 3 in the chat. But if you ever been in the dark, you laying down trying to go to bed, and somebody turn the light on, let me know how you felt about that. Look, hey, look, there we go. Look. Oh shit! Look, we got all the ones. Katrina said 3. Katrina been difficult. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting rid of her. Hey,
he said, "Well, actually,
yeah. But sometimes she actually might sleep with the light on. But nah, man. Anyways, so anyways, with that being said, that's what the world is. The world is that dark room, and then Jesus, John 8:12, read.
Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world.
I'm what?
I am the light of the world.
They was like, man, we gotta put this Negro out. He's the light of the world. Oh, no, he's lighting up everything. He got to go. Nope, not doing it. So they had to put that light out. So to put the light out, they had to find fault with him. Hey, let's get him to say something so we can blame him. So we got a reason to kill this dude. We are trying to get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Pack him up, remove him. That's what they want to do. Genesis chapter 39. You see, when you got these people that's doing this thing, they got to win the war. The light is against them. The dark, they like, hey man, the darkness is doing a good job. We winning. And I played a video like, some months back where one dude said, he said, if it's a scoreboard, the devil is up by 200. And he's right. The devil is in the lead. The devil is absolutely whooping ass right now because that's what's happening. But you got to remember, here's the thing people got to take into consideration. They're like, hey, man, we want to fight against Christ. We want to fight against the light. We got to stop him. You know what I'm saying? We got to beat him. But these things people must understand. If you are with the light and if you're with the darkness and you're fighting against the light, I want you to take this in consideration. You got to take it into consideration. All right. It will say Genesis chapter 39, verse 2.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 39 and verse 2.
Hold on. Make sure I ain't forgetting nothing. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Yep, that's what I want.
And the Lord was with Joseph.
And what?
And the Lord was with Joseph.
Read.
And he was a prosperous man. And he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian.
All right. So he says, hey, the Lord was with Joseph. He went through that. Now, let's go down to verse 22. He got put in jail. All right. Matter of fact, 23. Go to verse 23.
Verse 23. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord is with him. And that which he did, the Lord made it to prosper.
So no matter what situation the righteous is in, if you're trying to fight this war, you're trying to beat them, it says the Lord is with them. I want you to keep this in mind. In this war that you're trying to fight, spoiler alert, you're going to freaking lose. You can't win. I know it looks like you have the majority. You on the wide road, and it looks like you got a huge lead. Like the dude said, you're up 200. Like, what does it say? If you can't beat them, join them. People want to join the winning team. I get it. Cool. But, hey, the scriptures tell you better jump on the team with the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? Underdog fantasy. You know what I'm saying? You better get on that side. If you're on the wrong side, then it's going to end bad for you. And it's going to suck being on that side. It's going to look like things ain't working out for you. But things are absolutely set up exactly the way the Lord wants. Because he said, in the end, I'm sending in my best man to come take over the game. It's going to be just like Waterboy. Remember when Bobby Boucher came in at halftime and the Mud Ducks won? That's what it's going to be. He's going to come in, except he's going to be, Jesus Boucher. And he's going to come back and we're going to take over the game and they're going to win. That's what you got to understand. Let me get Acts chapter 5, verse 39. We got to think about this. Hey, and I like what Christina said. The Lord says we're rich. You know what I'm saying? The Lord saying, hey, y'all down right now, but y'all actually the most gifted and talented team. Y'all actually have something you have. Matter of fact, jump to verse 38 first.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 9 and verse 38.
Oh, 5. Oh,
my bad.
Yeah, you good. Yeah. So Acts 5. Yeah, we started at 38.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men.
Now, remember, A says, be careful. Don't deal with the holy. You in a war. You fighting against them. He says, hey, you better chill out. Come on.
And let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it.
So he says, this is what men are doing. If this is what they're doing, it's not going to work. It's going to topple over. You know what I'm saying? It's going to crumble. All right. If men are doing it, if it's what you want to do, if it's coming from your own desires, do as thou wilt. If it's what you will, it's not going to work. Read.
And excuse me.
Verse 39.
Verse 39. I'm going to read it from the top. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against God.
So he's saying what's going to happen is you're going to be fighting against the Most High. Now, do you actually believe that even though y'all have the lead, that the world in the hands of the wicked, like we seen in Job 9, that we talk about in the 3 Holy Children, talks about the most evil man is in control. Do you think that these wicked are going to maintain that lead and they're never going to lose? Do you think that since America's such a powerful nation that they're never going to get taken down? They have influence over the whole world. And you're like, hey, can't nobody stop this world. Can't nobody overthrow them, because you obviously don't believe in the book of Exodus, because nobody believed that Pharaoh could be taken down. Nobody thought that anybody could take down the mighty Egyptians, and the Lord did it. He showed his power. Why you think all the world is scared of us? Why you think they hid from us our identity? Because they know whenever God decides, all right, it's time to free my people, it's happening, and there's nothing they can do.
Rap.
It's a wrap, and it's going to be even worse. He said that the other nations are no longer be talking. That they no longer going to be talking about our deliverance from Egypt. They were talking about that they still talk about how we got rescued from Egypt. The whole world knew about it. I want y'all to put that in your perspective. I want y'all to just really get that in your mind and know what type of God we have and what type of fight was going on. You know what I'm saying? And I like what Sean said. It's going to be like David versus Goliath. Go ahead. You got it.
It was like when you said how people still talk about what happened in Egypt, the Red Sea splitting. Well, like if all of this is just, what people say religion, like how many other religions are there where we just know like key points of other people's religion? Like we don't know nothing about Buddha. We don't know nothing about Hindu or their God or their stories unless you go out and you seek it yourself. But the Red Sea, you hear that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows that. So that just goes to show you that this is true because it's bigger than just religion. This is actual history. This is what actually took place. These are things that will take place. This is a sure testament.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get Proverbs 28:4. And I want to touch on what you said too, as far as this is bigger than religion, it's history. Why do you think such an effort to take down what was already here when I'm talking about the matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull this up. I'm about to go ahead and play a video. I wasn't going to, but we already play this right now. Oh shoot. Why was I'm about to type in Proverbs and stuff. What I'll think about. I want y'all to see this because this is, and I like how you said this is bigger than religion. This is history. It's so much bigger than that. It makes all the difference in the world. That is not what I'm looking for. And I hope, man, don't tell me I had it on another. Yeah, dang. That's all right. It's on another outlet, and I gotta pull it up. Let me see if I can. No, I ain't gonna be able to do it. That's all right. Don't worry about it. But basically, it was a video going over, and the guy was talking about. He's talking about our actually, when I say our actual history, talking about where we come from, what happened, and he was saying that let me make sure. I had to make sure it wasn't there. He's actually talking about how they went through such great lengths to actually make the quote unquote Egyptians look different than they do now. They went through such great efforts, such great lengths, because those links actually, highlighted the fact that we the Israelites. You know what? I know I got it at. I can find it later though. That's all right. I'll find a video later. But anyways, yeah, they went through these great lengths. So, and what I'm going to touch on it because you said this history, right? This history was important. This history had to be removed, so they had to make it seem like what we read is religion. Because when people talk about the stuff in the Bible, they don't talk about it like it's history. They talk about it like it's just a belief. You know what I'm saying? A belief in a supernatural, invisible thing that ain't even real. That's how they describe it. You know what I'm saying? What I say, Proverbs 24. Yeah. So, and I forgot. And back to what I said with the fight that everybody has. If the fight everybody has, what they're doing, that battle it's a valiant effort. You know what I'm saying? The devices coming to this world, it's a valiant effort they have. And they're trying to take down the holy. They're trying hard to do so, but you got to understand, the more they fight against us, what they're doing is they're causing the fire to grow within us, within the righteous, because the righteous saying, we want to be peaceful. We want to be loving. We like, nah, it's cool. We ain't going, you know what I'm saying? I know you don't like me, but it's cool. I'm gonna deal with it. Now, but over time, you're continuing to attack the righteous, and you're causing a fire to grow in them, and you're causing Charmander's flame tail to grow, and then he's gonna do rage attack. And when he does rage attack, it's gonna be over. And that's what's happening. You are building it, and that fight that's gonna come to you. Read that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked.
Okay, remember, the people that hate the commandments, that hate the instruction of the Most High, he says they praise the wicked. You know what I'm saying? They get back to what I said. Not only do they justify them, but they uplift them. They're like, oh, you're so great. Mm-hmm. They love evil people. Read.
But such as keep the law contend with them.
But the people that keep the commandments, like I said, that fire that's grown, oh, they contending with them. Now they fighting them. They against it. Like, I can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem. And that's what's happening. They contending with them. Ephesians 6:12. You're going to contend with those people that actually aren't right. Like I said, the people you see that aren't right, people that love the Lord, they're going to be like, man, I can't, what was you doing? You tripping. I don't like this. This is BS. You're going to contend with them. But those that people that are against the laws, they're not going to do that. They're not going to, because how we were created, what we're supposed to be like, how we're supposed to think. Go ahead.
This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, excuse me, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God.
So that's all I wanted, just the whole armor of God after that. But he says, against the spiritual wickedness in high places. It is a fight between those. We're battling against that. What we're really doing is we're in a giant war, a battle against the brainwashed bots that are trying to maintain the status quo. Because there's a bunch of it's what it is. It's a bunch of brainwashed bots out here, and we're fighting against them. Let me get Psalm 97:10. You see these brainwashed bots causing all the issues. They causing all the problems on this world, in this world, on this planet. He says we're struggling against them. It's a battle. It's a back and forth affair, and that back and forth affair is where the issues are caused. All of it's there. Go ahead, you can read.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 97 and verse 10. Ye that love the Lord hate evil.
You see, going back to I said, that's the fire, because that fire grows in you because you see that if somebody coming after you for no reason, they like, dang, you just hate me because I'm good. Oh, you hate good. Oh, you hate good. I hate you now. Now that fire is grown. Now it's a battle. Now you like, oh, we going to war now. Let me get my armor of God. Let me take you down, because I see now that you really are against me. You really want to stop everything I stand for and everything I'm with. You know what? Nah, you can't even be in my space. Stay away from me, because now you're raising my blood pressure. You raise my blood pressure because I want to put hands on you. And I'm supposed to live peaceably among all men, and I can't live peaceably among you. You got to stay away from me. See, this is what begins to happen. This is the process that's going through your mind. If you're righteous, if you love the Lord, you hate evil. And the people talk about, the God don't hate and you ain't supposed to hate. Nah, the word is different than what you thought. Nah, if you love the Lord, you hate evil. You can't stand it. It is something that is contrary to anything that you want in your life, anything you want to rock with, because these brainwashed bots are out here trying to hold on to what's going on. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 38, verse 34. You see? Yep, so Ecclesiastes, Sirach. So, like I said, there's so many. This battle against the principalities, the rulers of darkness, the rulers of darkness have successfully taken control of the minds of the people. So all the people that actually think contrary to you, like anybody that don't think like me, that's because your master got you. You know what I'm saying? That's because Caucasian Christ is your God. That's what it is, because you believe evil is good. That's the only reason. You can't. I don't care, and I don't care if it sounds arrogant, cocky. You don't agree with me because you evil. Straight up, like that's it. I'm not talking about if you don't agree with me on your favorite color, your favorite team, your favorite car, whatever. I ain't talking about that now. I'm talking about your principles in life, what you think is good and what you think is bad or whatever. He said these things make a difference, and if you don't think that, you disagree with that because you disagree with good. You don't like what's right. It's simple as that, and I can't rock with it. And that's for people that's so caught in the truth or not too. Hey, you disagree. Why? Oh, because you want to believe something stupid? Why you want to believe something stupid? Oh, you trying to justify wickedness somewhere. I just ain't found out yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't found out. But we'll figure it out eventually once that time comes. Go ahead, read that for me.
This is Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 38 and verse 34.
Because what we're doing is we go into why these people want to keep on fighting. They want to fight against somebody that's trying to take down this world. Why would you be stopping me from trying to improve the state of the Israelite man and woman? Why would you trying to go against me? Why would you trying to be preventing that? What are you stopping the progress of God's kingdom for? Because remember, he says you can't pray the Lord's Prayer if you want to still live in this world. Thy kingdom come. You don't want this kingdom to come. You are like, hey, no, kingdom, don't. Stay away. Lord, please don't come down here with your son, Jesus Christ. who's gonna come down here and make us keep commandments. And everybody that ain't keeping the commandments, he's gonna kill them. And everybody, no, please don't do that. Don't enslave all the heathen. Let all the heathen continue to stay in power. Let them rule over us. I want them to tell us what to do. Make us a king to judge us like the nations. And matter of fact, don't make us a king. Just let the nations judge us. Yo, you are y'all the most evil, wicked people on the planet. That's what y'all are. And y'all are fighting against. It's a war. And you're fighting that war because you don't want the righteous to be in power. You don't want them to take over. You don't want them to obtain a position of authority. You want the ones to obtain a position of authority, or you don't want nobody to obtain it. You want to keep things the way they are. Read that for me.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 38 and verse 34. But they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desire is in the work of their craft.
You see, what they want is they want to hold on to the state or the conditions they're living in now. They don't want to change. They don't want to get they don't want to leave the ghetto. They don't want to leave the hood. They don't want to stop being a certain way. They're like, oh, well, you know what? I want to live exactly like everybody seen Forrest Gump. Lieutenant Dan, all of his ancestors died in wars. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, I'm ready to die in a war. Forrest was like, nah. Forrest wasn't, he's a little slow, but he's like, all he knew is, hey, you're going to die. I'm going to save you. I'm going to rescue you. You know what I'm saying? He picked him up and carried him up out of there. He had to go save. And then he went back in, of course, save his homie. But, the point is, he's going to save and rescue. He's going to save his life. He's like, saving your life is better than you laying out here dying. That's what he wanted to do. Why? Because he was like, I want something. I don't want you to maintain the same things, the generational curses that you've had. That's kind of a curse. Yeah. My great granddaddy died in war. My granddaddy died in war. My daddy died in war. What? Why are you aspiring to do the same thing? Now, it's cool. If you willing to die for your people, because as an Israelite nation, I pray that my son is willing to die my sons are willing to die for their people like I am. I do aspire, but if they don't have to die, why do it? Well, let's not do that. Let's go ahead and make it through. Well, it's the same thing. A lot of people want to maintain the state of this world. They want to continue this world, or they want to live the same way as everybody else. Brothers, I want to be a deadbeat daddy just like my daddy. Sisters, I want to be a baby mama just like my mama and just like my grandma. Like, y'all want to be the same. Y'all want to be like y'all some Lieutenant Dans. That's what I'm gonna start calling people. Lieutenant Dan ass motherfuckers. That's what y'all are. Let's stop being that. Let's narrative. Let's rules. All right, there we go. We back. Anyways, you want to maintain the state of the world. You want to maintain your behaviors, because you maintain your behaviors, then you can live out the same way as everybody else that came before you. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to live the same way. I don't want to live like my daddy, my granddaddy, my great granddaddy. They were all slaves. I'm a slave. F that, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be free. I want things to be different. I want us to be righteous. I want to live in a world, a community of people that love each other. That's what I want. By the way, there's going to be a class today. It's going to be moved on to next week, because I actually wanted to add more to it. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. Trying to get more of that. Well, I want a place where, it's just where they've destroyed us as people so much that we don't even love each other and we don't want to do for each other and don't want to grow. So we just want to stay. We want to maintain the state of the world. And it says all their loves in the work of their craft. Just go to work and be a slave for your master. Nah, I don't love. To hell with work. I hate going to work. Nah, I want my own thing. So that way I ain't got to worry about nothing but taking care of my people. That's my desire. You know what I'm saying? But again, brainwashed bots, they want to maintain the status quo. The brainwashed bots that they got control, that Ephesians 6 and 12, we're fighting against the principalities, powers, and rulers of darkness. We're fighting against everybody that agrees with society. We're fighting against those people. We're fighting against people that were raised by women. Because I asked a question earlier. Hey, who's the people that are more likely to be fighting with the demons? Women. Because women are going to follow the devil, which is their own mind, their own thoughts, their own feelings. Men are not for that. We're not going to do it. Well, more often than not. The men that will do it have been brainwashed and became bots. That's why the vast majority of our men are straight up soft, weak, just, clowns. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they was trained up by women, and they have the mind frame of a woman. And that's where you get your soft sucker simps from. Women. You know what I'm saying? Women have taught them to be that way. What I say, let me get Ecclesiastes. I think that's what I want. 33. What we just go to? Sirach 38? Yeah, let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 33, verse 15. Yeah, because we can't maintain the state of the world. It's not gonna go.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, and verse 15. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
All right, so he says the works of the Most High. He says there's two, and there's two, meaning one against another. There's the Lord's a man of war, like we went to earlier. Read.
I awakened up last of all, as one that gathereth after the grape gatherers.
Okay, so now he says, hey, I've awakened last of all. So and I was going to kind of touch on this, but he also, he brought up the ones that are righteous came after all the wicked. So the wicked had time to multiply all of their foolishness out here. And then he's like, all right, righteous man. Hey, look at that. You see all them people? You got to take them all down. You know what I'm saying? Anybody was seeing it's a little meme that they have. And it got Goku and his son Gohan, I think. I think it's two. I ain't seen much Dragon Ball Z. But it's like a whole bunch of superheroes on the other side. And they touching fists. And they're like, you take the left, I take the right. It's like they about to fight against this whole gang of people. That's how it works with us. It's going to be a remnant of us, and we're going to fight a majority. Why you think the Lord has to give us the faith to say one man shall taste 1,000, 10 shall taste, or one man taste 5,000, something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's in Deuteronomy and it's in another one. So we're going to make that many flee because we're going to be more powerful than a multitude. So one righteous man can rebuild a city. I have a whole class up, done on that. These things can take place, but you have to have that strong of faith that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? It has to be that way. What I say, Ecclesiastes 33:14, read verse 14 now.
Verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
I just want to go ahead and reiterate man of war, godly against the sinner, sinner against the godly. Psalm chapter 109, verse 3. It's a war between the holy and profane, and it's been going on for a long time. The great war with Michael and the archangels, people are like, oh, it's in Revelation, so it's going to happen later. Nah, it's been going on. It ain't no less. Nah, it's been happening. Read that.
This is Psalms chapter 109 and verse 3. They compassed me about also with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause.
Okay, let's see that. It says they. Who is that they? His enemies, the people that's in this battle. They fought against him. It's a war. And he says they that don't have a cause. They fought against me without a reason. They ain't got no reason they fight me. They just fight me. Interesting. Read.
For my love, they are adversaries, but I give myself unto prayer.
I want you to read this. For my love, because I brought them goodness. I wanted to do well by them. They hate me because I love them. I want you to put that in your mind. Let that actually marinate in your mind that they can't stand me for loving them. Oh, you don't want me to see? That's why I'm starting to get more and more like, oh, you don't want me to love you? Then I don't want you around me because that's who I am. I want to, they have the saying, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Hey, I'm a lover now. I don't want to. I'd rather not be a fighter at all. So yeah, I'd rather just be a lover. But I'm a lover, not a hater. Let's put it that way. I'm not here to hate. I want to love. You know what I'm saying I'm trying to be Mario. I heard you should let me love you. Hey, let me do it. I'm trying to, but you're not letting me. You're contrary to me. You don't want me to love you, and I don't understand why. It's not fair. But so since I can't love you, if I can't be who I am, then you can't be in my presence. Because at change, I can't. At the end of the day, I can't sacrifice my character for you. That's how we have to be in this walk. That's why we're fighting the war. We can't sacrifice our character, just like God ain't. God would have to sacrifice his character for us. If he decided to let wicked people in the kingdom, he had to be like, you know what? All right, I'm not an austere man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not austere. I'm not against somebody forcing somebody against their will to sleep with them. I'm okay with that. So you can come on in my world. No, he's against it. So he's not going to compromise who he is. Oh, I'm okay with murderers. I'm okay with pork eaters. I'm okay with kidnappers. No, he got to stand on his principles. If he does not, he's compromising who he is. So since he's against kidnappers, kidnappers cannot come into the kingdom of heaven. Sorcerers, whoremongers, stay y'all's asses out there. I'm standing on who I am as a man. And that's how we have to be. We have to look at that and be like, oh, I admire that, God. I want to be like you. We must stand on that. And that's why there has to be a war. There has to be a fight. There has to be a battle. Because we got to be like, hold on, you fighting me because I love you? Damn. Okay, well, guess I can't deal with you. Read on, next verse. I think it's verse 5.
Verse 5.
Verse 5.
Verse 5. And they have rewarded me evil for good and hatred for my love.
You see that? And he said that's what they gave me. That's the gift they gave me. They're like, oh, you love me? You give me flowers, candy, and gold? Here, let me hand you a ticking time bomb to blow your face off. Can you imagine that? You have a gift exchange, and here you go, and then they hand you something that kills you.
That's some Looney Tunes stuff.
Yeah, that's wild. Like and here's the thing too. When you gave them a gift, they opened your gift. It ain't like y'all had a gift exchange and it was a surprise. No, they opened your gift, seen it. Oh, I love it so much. This is great. I feel so touched that you love me. Here, I got something for you. And then they decide to get a gift for you. And the gift they give you is an explosive that kills you. Like they reward you for loving them. I want you to see that. So people like this, read the next verse.
Set thou a wicked man over him.
Oh, okay. Since you don't want my love, you know what? God put the devil over him. Give him up to Satan and let Satan deal with them because they both get along. Let them follow the wickedness that they desire. That's what I want them to have. Read.
And let Satan stand at his right hand.
And he said, and let Satan be his right hand man. Let Satan control his actions. Let the devil be who he's subject to. Because he does not want to be subject to good. You know what I'm saying? He loves that. Same thing. Hey, if you're a man and you're righteous and you got a woman that does not love righteousness, she's okay with wickedness, she despises you for being good, then you need to be like, hey, read that verse to her. Hey, brothers, write down this verse right now. Psalm 109:6. She don't want righteousness. Psalm 109:6. Set a wicked man over you. Then let a wicked man guide you then. So he can whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? So he can do, anybody seen the movie, is it Temptation? The light-skinned girl, Journey Smollett, I think it's her. Yeah, get that dude over you so he can give you AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Hey, you need to receive the reward that you desire. You know why? Because I love you. I love you so much that I want you to get a wicked man over you because you want a wicked man over you. This is how it is. Same thing for us in this walk. Oh, the people here, they want a wicked man over them. They want to be ruled by Donald Trump. They want to be ruled by, the powers that be. They want to, hey, Sister Renee she said Ike Turner. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get you one of them. Stay and maintain a state of this world. Lord, let them enjoy this life.
Permission to speak?
Absolutely.
So, have you ever seen the movie I Spit on Your Grave?
No, I ain't seen it yet.
Okay, so basically, and what you're saying just made me think about it. So, think of Jerusalem, this defense city, and God is there. Like we go to a defense city, we got good police. You know what I'm saying? If a white lady stubs her toe, the police is coming, and under a minute. You know what I'm saying? 30 seconds or less, right? So think of this defense city, right? So when I Spit in Your Grave, this girl, she lived in the city. But she was tired of living in the city. She was tired of living in the safety and comfort of the city. So she decided to drive into the country. Well, guess what? The first thing that happened to her when she drove into the country was that there was these strange men, these wicked men, came to her in the disguise of police officers and actually went ahead and had their way with her. And because they were so far out in the wilderness, away from the city, away from defense, there was nothing she could do but just get violated. So it goes into basically what our elder is trying to say. When you choose not to listen to God, God is going to be like, okay, you don't want to listen to me? I'm going to give this wicked, evil person and I'm gonna set you in the wilderness, in the woods, away from any signs of help and connection from me and my army, because I want you to go ahead and live your best life.
I gotta see that movie. I'm sorry, you done sold me the movie. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, for real, you done sold it to me, because that's, and I'm saying it because it's so important to understand that the concept in that is so heavy. You know what I'm saying? It really is, that she went out there, and the scriptures talk about it. It says when she cried out, there was none to save her.
Man.
And it sounds like this, and it's like, and you hear this like, dang, it's tragic, but it's like, as watching it, was you in the truth? You seen it in the world?
No, I was actually like 6. My dad like threw it on. You know, it was quite the movie at that age. But
yeah, I bet so.
Yeah.
Shoot, hey, and I'm asking this for this reason, being that you like in the truth, you see it, it's kind of like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
and as horrible as it is for someone to be forced and to be taken, because the scripture says like they died. But it's like, well, you asked for it. You wanted to be outside the palace walls of protection. You wanted to be outside of that. And I said palace just kind of reference, but that's what you wanted to, you desired that so much. You did anything to get there. And when you got it, you realize the grass ain't green on the other side. And that's a hell of a lesson. I'm looking for that movie. Let me get Proverbs 28:5, because it's only get back into, it's not back into, my fault. Hold that, not Proverbs. I'm sorry. First, go to John 15. John 15. My bad. I'm tripping. John 15 first, because I want to go ahead and we get to the main parts of pieces I want to touch on. I want you to understand. Hey, Mama DeCurry said, God said, talk to the hand. Real talk though. It's like, yeah. But God says it. He says, I'll show you the back and not the front. He says, let them God save you. When he talks about it in Deuteronomy 32 and in Judges 10, he said, oh, you didn't want my help. Let them do it. So it's crazy how that is. So go ahead. I said John 15. I didn't even say where. John 15, verse 19. Matter of fact, start at 18.
This is the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
So when we talk about this war between the holy and profane, if the profane hate you, if the wicked hate you, if the unrighteous hate you, if the evil hate you, they despise you, they're against you, just know that they couldn't stand Jesus first. I remember reading this in the world, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, yeah. No, this is so freaking true. I mean, it's crazy. He says, he's telling us to think about this. So whenever you go through things, understand it's because you're good. It's because there's a war in heaven and you didn't even know about it. We don't know about it because we're looking for this magical, mythical war that's going to be fought in the future, and it's already going on. If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. This is already in the spirit, in the minds of the people. Remember, these people wanted to fight God. They was trying to fight him way back before he showed himself. So as soon as there was an opportunity for the Lord, the real representation of the Lord, to show up, they're like, oh, we've been waiting to kill you for thousands of years. They rubbing their hands together like Birdman. They could not wait. Oh, yeah. All right, this is what God is like. Oh, we're going to show you what we do, God. And that's another lesson. I ain't did it. I might do a part 2 of it. I did a class it's like 5-6 years ago, how when God showed up on the earth, they killed him. But this is what took place. As soon as they had an opportunity, and he talks about it in a parable of the servants going into the vineyard. When I send my son, hey, they're going to be good to him. Nah, your son's like you. We can't wait to take you out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they ain't going to respect him. They're going to hate him. It ain't going to make a difference. Read on. Matter of fact, read on verse 19.
Verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Because you're not like the program bots. Because you're not brainwashed. They can't stand you. You're supposed to think like them. You're supposed to be programmed just like the droids on Star Wars. Oh, wait, that doesn't compute. You're under arrest. Like that's what they're looking for. They need people that are brainwashed and programmed to carry out their evil deeds. And remember, those bots was following what? It was following the Emperor and the Sith. They were against the righteous. That's who they was fighting against. He says, understand. He said, if you were of them, they would love you as his own. He says, but they can't stand you. Jump down to verse 20.
Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Understand, he didn't say they might persecute you. They will. If they didn't like me, they're going to hate you too. You cannot escape it because the spirit of Satan, the war that's being fought in heaven, is continuing to be fought. It ain't going to stop once I die. The spirits of wicked people have the same mindset, the same way they carry themselves. It's not going to change. You're going to have jealous spirits. You're going to have murderous spirits. You're going to have whoremonger spirits. You're going to have envious spirits. All of these things will be here. They're not going to go nowhere. They're going to stay. If they were like that then, they're going to be like that right now. Read on.
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
If they were to listen to me, they would listen to you. Hey, anybody know what sounds like this? Jesus said, if they would have listened to me, they would have listened to you. I want you to, as a scripture that lines up with it. I think Donnie knows the answer. He said the scripture line said that. While y'all waiting, let me give a shout out to Sister Kim. All praise be to the Most High. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, Mama the Carrie still supporting the car. Hey, man, we love the support. We sincerely appreciate it. Hey, shout out for the $10 sent for the $10 super chat, man. Hey, these things are always so helpful to the building of the nation, and we need it. We need to continue to do these things. And Lord's will, like I say, I get back on track to really getting classes back out. Maybe we can start really getting more stuff, because it's going to help be alms towards the congregation. You know what I'm saying? This is work right here. Did you have something?
Oh no.
Okay, all right. Let me read on what I say. Verse 20. Go to verse 21.
Verse 21. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake.
Because I said so. Because here's my representation. You know what I'm saying? Well, not representation. Because of my reputation. Because of my character. They doing these things. Go ahead.
Because they know not him that sent me.
Because they don't know God. See, not knowing God basically saying is they don't have a relationship with him. They ain't been around him. They don't deal with him. Because if they knew who he was, then they wouldn't carry themselves like this. If they had a relationship with him, they would be more like him. Because all beasts consort of the kind. And the people you consort to, the people you're around, you kind of start to learn how they are, how they think, how they operate. Because y'all have a relationship. But if you ain't dealing with them, you ain't going to have that relationship. If you ain't ever kept Feast of Tabernacles, you're not going to understand what it's like to appreciate the journey, the struggle it takes to actually be with the Most High. That you ain't going to understand what our ancestors went through when they got rescued from Egypt. You ain't going to get why to be grateful on the way to the kingdom, because the kingdom is going to be that rest. They didn't have rest. They had to wake up every day, pack up tents, take they, you know what I'm saying, and go somewhere. Well, not every day. They might have camped out and stayed for a few days sometimes, but for the most part, yeah, they was packing up and going.
It was traveling.
Yeah, traveling. Anybody that packed up tents and took them down, that's just work. And they probably couldn't. And some of their tents was probably wearing out. They had to go get new trees and make new tents.
Hundreds of thousands of tents.
Yeah. And everybody got to be moving. Like, man, can you imagine that?
I can't even.
Yeah. So. And that's that tabernacle is to remember that. It's something to appreciate, but you ain't gonna get it. If you've never kept it, then you're not gonna really have an idea of what it's like. If we just get an idea, we still don't know what it's like. We just get an idea from being out there in the elements. And it's funny because the Lord does it at the end of the he didn't say Feast of Tabernacles in the summertime.
Man, yeah, it was all methodical.
Yeah. Now Feast of Tabernacles right in between spring and summer. That's like the perfect weather. Like, it's like, yeah. Nah. Or towards the end of summer when it's he's like, nah, go out there and freeze. Most people go out there and get some of that cold weather, and it's gonna rain some too.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna expect that.
So it's just something we gotta think about. It's how he's trying to form us, trying to build us. Go to verse 22.
Verse 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin.
So now they can't hide. I've shown what's right, and they got to actually change, or they got to admit that they want to still be evil. they ain't got nothing to hide under no more. No ignorance. Read.
He that hateth me, hateth my Father also. if I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father.
And I proved that it can be done. Not only did I speak, but I actually backed up my words. So it made them even more mad. Probably like, hey, it makes me mad just watching videos when you hear Jake. I heard certain Israelites talk about playing against Larry Bird, and Larry Bird be like, all right, I was gonna catch it over here and dribble the corner and shoot a three. And I'm like, man, let that dang on eat it, Michael. He told you what he's gonna do. He had a game-winning shot on you from the spot he said. I got mad for him. So imagine the Lord telling the wicked people, hey, yeah, I'm righteous. I'm gonna keep these laws. They're like, no, you can't. Okay, watch. And he backed it up. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be a terrible thing. Hold on, let me see what let me see. Verse John 3:16. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. The carriage. Yeah, let me know. Elaborate. You know what you're talking about? Okay, all right. But yeah. So this is crazy. That's what happens. Read on John 15 and 23. Read that. My fault, not 23. I'm sorry. Verse 25.
Verse 25. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law.
Now he says fulfilled means it's gonna come to life. It's gonna actually happen. What was spoken of in the past is about to now come true at this moment. This is gonna be true. Read.
They hated me without a cause.
And they go back to the very beginning. I said, why did he say they hated me for no reason? Why was this said? What was trying to be explained? It was trying to be explained what we heard in Psalms 109 and 3-5, and what we just heard, because he was good. He was for everything that's right. He was a loving man. He was a caring man. He did all these things. The main point is Jesus says they hated me without a cause. He actually knows why. He just doesn't pinpoint it. He's really saying, y'all hate me, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna backtrack all the way to the beginning because in the beginning of the class I was discussing something, and I asked the question, hey, I asked the question, hey, why did it say? Why was he saying they hate him without a cause? Christina was dead on point. They hate him for no reason because they're contrary to what's good. They hate him for no reason because they're evil. When you hate him, you hate good. Here's what it is. The hate him without a cause, you know why he says it's without a cause? Because the people that hate you never can tell you why. They can't tell you why they hate you is because it'll sound bad. So they gotta be fake. They gotta pretend. They gotta act like they holy and righteous and good. So what was the Pharisees doing? They had to act holy. They couldn't act like they couldn't really show that they had this fire brewing of just toxic, wicked nature within them. Nah, that's not what it was. It was, I hate good people. I hate righteousness. I hate holiness. I can't stand anybody that's loving and caring. I want them to perish from the earth. I want them to disappear. I don't like light on the planet. I want light to be removed, eradicated. I want light to be what the Edomites are going to be, according to Obadiah, verse 18. That's the truth of the matter. Christ didn't say they hate me because they wicked. He just said they hate me without a cause. Well, he says without a cause because he knows those people that hate him will never tell the truth and say, oh, I hate you because you're good. Nobody's ever going to say that. Yeah, the devil never going to walk up and say, hey, I'm Satan. Look at me. And you know what I'm saying? They do a dance for you. I'm doing the devil dance. No, they hate you because they're evil and they will never tell you why. They hate them without a cause. That's the reason why. So all praise, like I said, Christina's on point. They hate them because they're contrary to everything that's good. And that's really the bottom line. Go ahead, give me Proverbs chapter 18. Chapter 18, verse 13. What did I say? Oh, no, not 18, 28. Proverbs 28 and 5. You see, and that's why I said they don't have a disdain for no reason. They despise because of their hatred for what they don't understand. You see, there was a video I was just watching the other day. What was I watching? I forget what it was. It might have been a show. It was a movie. And it said it makes people nervous for people that want to do good just because they want to do good. Because it's right. Yeah, they want to do good because it's right. You know what? Because people don't understand it. You ever heard people talk about, oh, people don't like black people because they don't understand us. They hate what they don't understand. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, people despise what they don't understand. You don't understand something, so you're going to hate it. Well, people that are ignorant, people that are not willing to actually stop and be humble and be like, well, you know what? I don't get this. Let me learn. See, prideful people don't want to learn something. They think they already know. So when they don't know, it makes them mad. They gnash their teeth. Like, I don't get this. I'm mad that I don't understand it. So now you got a problem with it. You got a problem with good. Wow, you hate because it's good?
Mm-hmm.
You have a problem with that? Proverbs 28:5.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment.
Hold on. Evil men what?
Evil men understand not judgment.
See, it says evil men understand not judgment. Judgment is justice. Justice is fairness, equity, goodness, righteousness. Other words, the commandments, the law. Evil men or wicked men don't understand what's right. So when something is right, it don't make sense to them. It don't make sense to them. It's like another language. You know what I'm saying? If somebody speaks differently than you just ain't gonna get it. Which I had a class talking about, speaking the language of God, where a lot of us don't speak the language. We got to speak it. We got to be in the same spirit as that. Let me get John chapter 1, verse 4. You see, we got to understand. Evil men understand not judgment. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read the rest. I forgot to read the rest while I was here. So let me read it one more again. My bad, y'all forgot. Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. So after that, he says, they that seek the Lord. People that seek the Lord are not prideful. People that don't seek the Lord think they got all the answers. They don't think there's something greater than them that can teach them. So somebody that seeks the Lord, they're like, all right, okay, cool. And they understand all things because they can be told stuff. I say this all the time. The greatest and most understanding women, the ones that are furthest along, have been taught by a man. I can immediately tell if a woman has been single all her life or a long time, because she's been teaching herself. And when she opens her mouth, she speaks nothing but wickedness and stupid shit. But when you got somebody that actually been taught something, that's been listening to a man, you like, ooh, you can tell. Like, it's attractive to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying attractive like, oh, you want somebody else, if it's somebody else's wife, but it's attractive. It's like, oh yeah, you're drawn to it. Like, oh, I love that sister. I love what she's talking about, because she's actually talking like somebody that got some sense. Somebody that actually has been instructed. Talk to a brother that ain't got no God. You talk to a brother that ain't got no God, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It is the most irritating damn conversation ever. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that war that's been fought. They hate people because they're good. So guess what? Anything that's good, they're gonna try to find a reason to discredit the Bible. Put it one in the chat if you ever talk to somebody where they always looking for a reason to discredit the scripture. They all the time you talk to them and they just gotta find a reason to try to say why the Bible's not true. It's like they always trying to discredit because they hate what's good. That war that is fought between the holy and profane, they're on the profane side. They want to stay that way. They want to stay unrighteous. They want to stay unholy. They got to find a reason. When you discrediting something, you discrediting the Bible, it's what else you're doing. You just want a reason not to believe because you don't want to get better. People that claim to be in Christianity, they don't want to, they be like, man, why you got, talk that Bible stuff. People in Christianity say that. Why? When it comes to an Israelite, because they don't want to be told something that'll make them better. People that's so caught in the truth, you start trying to bring them something that'll improve them. What do? They don't want to hear it. They reject it because they don't want to improve. They want to stay the same. They really don't want to be righteous. They just want to follow what is comfortable with them. They're not really submissive. They just submit to what they agree with already. Most people in the truth just submit to what they agree with. All right. Now, man, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to say this after class. I was going to say, somebody remind me after class. I'm going to say something about something I heard last night on the video. And it annoyed the hell out of me. But anyways, let's continue on. They just submit to what they agree with. All right, John chapter 1, verse 4. You know what I'm saying? All right, read that.
This is John chapter 1 and verse 4.
And I'm going back into people, they despise what they don't understand. They don't like it. They don't understand. They don't understand judgment. They don't understand justice. They don't understand fairness. They don't understand goodness when they're evil. Read.
In him was life, and the life was the light of men.
All right, so it says the light of men, which we know Jesus was the light. All right, it says in him was the light of man. Read.
And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not.
Now, hold on. Somebody in the chat, it says the darkness comprehended not. What does that mean? It says the light shined and the darkness comprehended it. What does comprehend mean in this verse? Because it says in him was the light. So within Jesus was the light. And then it shined in the darkness. The darkness is the world. We know that. Matthew 4 talks about it. It says, that was in darkness shined a great light. Matthew 4:15. And that's also more proof that Jesus is the light. So that light shined in darkness. The world was full of wickedness. Our people were in darkness. Our people were lost. Before we came into the truth, darkness. Everything in this planet, darkness. We're in the land of the valley of shadow of death. That's talking about darkness and slavery. We are trapped. The world is upside down. There's no order. Everything is out of whack. The upside down. Why? Because we're in darkness. All right. So nobody knows comprehend. All right, I'll go ahead and get to it. When he says, read that verse 1 again, verse 5.
Verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not.
Okay, so he says the light shined in darkness, and darkness comprehended it not. Comprehended me. Oh, never mind. There we go. All right, the carriers got it. All right. As soon as I already said, all right, comprehended, understand. To comprehend is to understand. We just read, evil men understand not judgment. So the darkness did not understand the light. The darkness did not understand Jesus. If you don't understand Jesus, who is the definition of good, then that's because you're wicked. So if you're darkness, you're wicked. The wicked can't understand who Jesus is. They don't understand his character. They don't understand why he does what he does. They don't understand why he's austere. Him being austere is offensive to them. It bothers them. Not my Jesus. You know why people say not my Jesus? Because they don't want that Jesus. They want Caucasian Christ. They don't want the real Jesus because they don't understand the light. Read.
There was a man sent from God whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe.
All right, so that's the main thing. He says, now that light, now John the Baptist came to actually tell people about the light. So back to the understanding. And I like that. Look at Christina said. She said, you can't understand something that you're not. And he said they were scared of something they didn't understand. They were scared of Christ. And that's why they wanted to remove him. You know what I'm saying? That war between the holy and profane was taking place. Why? Because they didn't get it. They didn't want to be right. They want to be wicked. They don't understand it. That war between the holy and profane is a fight that's been taking place, and it will continue to take place. And it will take place until Christ eradicates all of the darkness, until the light shines and the whole world is actually swallowed up by the light. Now, I want to be careful saying swallowed up because, TDJ just messed up. You can't even say the word. You know what I'm saying? Have you been swallowed? Yeah, no, you're saying. But either way, it envelops the whole planet. And that's what you want. You want the whole planet to be taken over by the light. And if you don't, it's because you don't understand it. You don't understand it because it's like somebody, if I'm speaking goodness and you don't get it, and if it's like I'm speaking Chinese to you or something, or if it's like I'm speaking Mandarin or French, it's because wickedness. You got to make sure you ask the Lord to convert your soul and cause you to be righteous so you can follow him. So, yeah, really, you got anything else?
I got one script.
All right, what you got?
2 Corinthians 6:14.
All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness?
So, like how in John 1 and verse 5, where it said, and like, let me go back to that real quick. Let me go back to.
I can read it for you. Let me read that too.
Yeah.
All right. Let me read John chapter 1, verse 5. John chapter 1, verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
Okay, so the darkness couldn't comprehend it because that light is righteousness, right? Because that light is what the laws. That's what Christ is made up of, right? And we know righteousness is the laws from Psalms 119 and 142. So the reason that the darkness can't understand that light is because they can't understand the commandments. People in darkness, people that are wicked, their mind is not prepared to accept the commandments. So that's why when the light shined, the world didn't receive that light that shined, because our minds were still in darkness. That's why it says, and what communion hath light with darkness? Communion is fellowship, right? It's like what our elder said earlier in the class. When you're asleep and your room is dark and someone cuts on the light, you're going to be pissed off because there's going to be no darkness in that room no more. Now you can't sleep because there's nothing but light. So people in darkness, when you shine that light to them, they get pissed off because now there's no more darkness. There's no more fornication. There's no more pork. There's no more buying on the Sabbath, right? You put in that light there. And because they're not ready for that light, because they hate that light, even correction, that's a commandment, which is light. So when you receive correction, you are receiving light. You're receiving love. But again, if your mind isn't prepared for that, then you're going to reject it every time.
Man, all praise to the Most High. Hey,
Exactamundo, dude.
and it's absolutely on point. And I want to read this. It made me think about something. And it's crazy. All right, Christina said exactly what I literally just now, like what I literally just now. I'm about to get another scripture. I don't even want to read the scripture no more. I'm good. I was reading Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21. There is no peace, saith my God, to the wicked. There is no peace, no rest, no chill time. You're not going to be okay. Like you talking about with the light come on, you can't rest no more. Now righteousness done arrive. It's like, man, I can't be comfortable no more. That's why they be wanting you. If you think about, hey, how many of y'all go to y'all's family houses? I'm talking about the people that actually like want people to repent, actually love the Most High, and all they want to talk about is scriptures. How many people go to their family house and they be like, man, they be like, don't want you come in there with that Bible.
Yeah.
They don't want you come over for real. They won't be bothered with you. Because this verse right here, there is no peace, saith my God, to the wicked. When you come over, peace has left the building. They were peaceful. Everybody's in darkness. We all have a wicked powwow together. And you coming up in here with this righteousness. Go on somewhere. You ain't that Bible. Don't come in here. I done been told I can't go in certain barbershops no more. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't want me to come. Or I can't come in with the Bible. Like, oh, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, their peace has been removed. And just like he said earlier too, he says, he's talking about how he came into his own, and he came in and they didn't receive him. Christ came to his own and he received them not. Like I said in John 1:11. You know what I'm saying? You come to your own, you come to the people that you love, they won't receive you because they don't understand you. They don't understand you. They don't want to. Not. It's the worst part. I'm be honest, and put a 5 in the chat if you can relate to this. If your spirit bears witness to this, like it's not the hurtful thing. Ain't just that your family members and your friends don't repent or they didn't want to keep the laws. The most hurtful thing is they didn't even want to hear it. They didn't want to They didn't want to understand what you were into. They didn't want to understand why you think it's important. They didn't really want to, they didn't want to sit down and just have the discussion with you and like, here, tell me about this. You know what I'm saying? I might have had like 1 or 2 family members actually sit and like have me talking about it, but for the most part, anyone have that's the most hurtful part.
Yeah, facts.
They don't really want to have the real dialogue with you about it, and it's just like, dang, I can't even talk about it. So, anyways, the war between the holy and profane, that's what we got. That's what we living in. Michael and his archangels, Michael and his angels fighting against the devil and his angels. This is who we fighting against. We fighting against the people that have been brainwashed, the people that have accepted society, the people that agree with the wickedness. They agree with doing what you want to do. People don't want you around because they want to do what they want to do. They want to be free. They want their freedom, and they don't want somebody that's going to come in with structure and order, telling them what to do. They rather have that. Even all the brothers, oh, we're all brothers. We're all equal. Man, shut up. That's garbage. That's just not one accountability. So again, and we got to get better. So let's continue to grow. Let's do better. And even I myself, especially mainly, like I said, we're gonna get our brothers discussion started back. Like we ready to get them started back. We're gonna get something going, and brothers be ready. We're gonna stay. We got to start having the growth must take off some more. Let's uncomfortable conversations. Let's get ready for them. Let's start having them because we got to get comfortable having uncomfortable talks because that way we don't be stagnant. That way we can move to new heights, new levels. And I'm only interested in moving to new levels and new heights. So let's get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's like exercise. You don't get stronger till you exert yourself. Push yourself to them limits. I gotta get back to exercise mode again anyway. I need this what's your But anyways, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath, man. I'm glad. Hey, hopefully y'all are edified. All praise to the Most High. Enjoy your food, drink, and time you spend with your brothers and sisters. And yeah, let's do it. I love y'all. Peace be into the 12. Shalom.
Shalom.